Greetings, this is Skylar Saunders seeing what's current. Sean Kingston posted bail. He's out. I guess what do you call it? A free man? Are you technically a free man when you're out on bond? Same thing with his mother. She posted bail too. He posted 6 figures. She posted 6 figures as well. Just a continuation of the raid and the fraud charges that were leveled against him. Just a few either like over a week, just over a week ago, something like that. I reported on that. But I think he's all, thank God, thank my friends, thank everybody, everything's all good, all right. I don't think it is. It's really not. I doubt it. He's saying that because that's what you're supposed to say. That's what everybody expects you to say. Hallelujah, thank you, Jesus. In the name of the blood, in the name of the Father. You're saying how God be with thee and all that stuff. But I think he's going down. I just not trying to wish ill on him. I'm just saying this is the fact. This the facts of the reality. It just seems like it's not going to be put in his way. He allegedly defrauded someone out of a $160,000 Cadillac Escalade. He had some stolen jewelry allegedly. It's not looking pretty for Sean Kingston, and it's like this is we can go to the slums where killers get hung singer now. It's all coming back to get him. Now he didn't have lawyers. I think he did have his lawyers present. He must have a powerhouse team because they're gonna have to fight for him. They're gonna have to go to bat for him for all the alleged ills he has committed, and it's very pressing upon him to know the difference between being in freedom and being in lockdown. He was in a jail, not in prison. There's a difference. There's always, we talk, we say in colloquial and everyday usage and everything. Oh, he's going to jail, but you mean he's going to prison? It's just like a shorthand. It's an approximate, for saying somebody's going to prison. They're going to jail. There is a distinct difference between jail and prison. Jail is mainly for smaller offenses, smaller things that occur. Or just a waiting period for somebody to go to prison. Prison is a serious, either a minimum security, medium security, or maximum security facility, correctional facility to be exact, and they could be you could be locked away for the rest of your life in prison. I don't think you can go to jail for the rest of your life. I could be wrong. You can correct me. Go into your little community and chat fingers. Go to your chat fingers and no, you don't know what you're talking about, Sky. You can go to jail for the rest of your life. I'm talking about specifically prison versus jail. You can go to prison for the rest of your life. You can have your life ended in prison by the government, or by you can have your life ended in jail by population as well, but that's unofficial. But you can officially have your life ended, by capital punishment in prison. All right, just want to get that out. So Sean Kingston is upbeat. He's buoyant. He's jiggy. He's fly. He's fresh. Yeah, just I'm coming out now as a free man. I'm cool, and my lawyers are handling everything. Everything's all good. It's not. It's not. I don't think so. Something tells me that it's not all good. You just consider the things levied against him. The Escalade, the jewelry. He had to put his mortgage up, which is weird because he didn't have a mortgage, as I understand it. This is the difference between things too, mortgage and rent. He was renting that house that was raided. He didn't have a mortgage there that I know of. That I understood. That I understand now. He didn't have a mortgage there. He had a rental space there. He rented that house. So that's what I understand. I could be wrong again. Get to your chat fingers. Get all in there. Like, Scott, you don't know what you're talking about, man. You drawn. You don't know what you're saying, man. You don't know what you're talking about. That's what I got from the few sources that I looked at. and it didn't seem very clear on which which one was possessed by him. Which one he actually owned. When you mortgage something, you own it, right? That's not like rental. Rental is like you're saying I'm putting in enough money over time to eventually own this property, or I'm just sitting here trying to get by till I get my next place. That's why I understand it's rent. I could be wrong about that too. Mortgage is like over years you pay, or you pay off completely for a mortgage in that time frame. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I'm not totally perfect in my diction every time, and in my estimation of everything. So please correct me if I'm wrong. So Sean Kingston, he had I don't know what happened to him otherwise, but he had it on Smash for a little while there. Phil Mo steps in. What's up, Mr. Saunders? I like Phil Mo. He says Mr. Saunders. I appreciate that. You can say Sky, you can say Skylar, whatever you want, but I definitely appreciate that. Duck Steady, excuse me, says sup y'all. Salute to you, Duck Steady. Thank you for appearing again. Philmo says, what happened with his mom? Well, she was bonded out just a few days ago, actually. She got bonded out before him on $160,000, I think it was. I could be wrong again, but that's why I'm just going off of memory now. I don't have my MacBook in front of me open. So, yeah, so I think she was out on 160,000. He was out on another 6-figure amount. But yeah, so he got out a little bit later than she did. So let me see. We got Matthew Lee. Sky, what's good? And he says the bruh. Gotta have the bruh. Everybody's gotta have the bruh. I'm not your bruh. This is the haterverse. I'm in the haterverse. There's no bruh. There's no bro. There's no brohi. Because the first thing you do, oh yeah, my brother. What's up, brother? My brother. All that. My brother. My bro. What's up, bro? What's up, bro? What's going on, bro? What's up, bruh? What's up, bruh? Nah, we don't do that around here. We don't say shout outs. We say salute. It's a different atmosphere. It's a totally different universe. It's the hater universe. The haterverse. So just letting that be clear. If you want to call me by bruh, at least put money on it. Every time you call me bruh, you put in $20. But if you want to ask a question and have me answer it, it's $5. I lowered that fee. But if you want to call me bruh and bro and want me to answer it, then it will be only set to $20. All right, set to the tune of $20. Not your bruh. We drink our haterade. Yeah, exactly. You gotta drink the haterade. All right, so Sean Kingston, he was putting in work. I mean, he had an album. Then I think he has 3 or 4 albums. Could be wrong. But he had it on the national stage. But then he was just like, I'm just gonna tour. That's how I get my money. And that's how, before these fraud charges, he was getting bank. He was doing arenas. He was doing shows. I think around different places around the world. Even he was getting money. He wasn't getting money off of streams so much. I think he was just getting money the quick fast way off of different touring dates and stuff like that. So, oh my God, it's your boy Land. What the hell? Landon 1. Excuse me. It's your boy Landon 1. He asks, "Are you Eminem?" And he asked that question because there's that video that diss song against Benzino where he has the black shirt and the gold tie. But he stole that from me. He must have watched my videos. But I'm not going to answer that question because you didn't give me $20 or $5. Excuse me, it's only $5. $5 if you want to have your question answered. It's only $5. He definitely was on a lightweight T-Pain run. Yeah, I agree with that. He definitely had that, that vibe, that energy about him. He still has it about him. He seems like positive. I don't know. He comes off as like he doesn't like want any trouble. He had the whole fiasco with the jet ski. Remember he was doing the jet ski thing. He had a female on his jet ski. He was going really recklessly in the water, and he flipped it or something like that. And like I think he had the safety vest, but he injured himself somehow, and he had to pay a fine. He had to pay a fine for reckless I guess you say driving or reckless riding on a jet ski. It was crazy. What is that? Benzino's only hit was "I See Booty." Is that true? I didn't even realize that was even a hit. I kind of heard that maybe halfway. Heard that song before. I don't know if I don't even think I even heard that song before. But if you say so, I mean, I don't know if Benzino has any hits whatsoever. All I know is he was the editor, the chief executive officer, and the editor-in-chief of Source magazine at one point. And then he had battles, not beef, but battles with Eminem and everybody in that camp. Truly was fire. Rest of his catalog trash. Okay, I don't know why we're going on Benzino right now. We're talking about Sean Kingston. Let's stay on point. Let's stay on topic. To be fair, "Rock the Party" by Zeno was getting played. Why are we talking about Benzino? Let's not talk about Benzino. I was just alluding to the fact that there was a video by Eminem where he wears a black shirt and a gold tie, and he doesn't wear a hat, but he's got the black hair. He's got the dark brown hair. And he's got the Jordans on. I think he's got the black and gold Jordans. But that's as far as it goes there. It's all right. No need to apologize. But that's what I'm saying about Sean Kingston. Sean Kingston had a good run. He had two major hits I know of. Beautiful Girls and Take You There. Those are the songs I got that understood and that made him, on the national stage. And then he kind of like went underground or something, or went somewhere else. He had a few albums or something like that. And he's just like, let me tour. What am I doing here? What am I doing? Let me tour. Get this money. That's what like artists like Lil Flip says. In Texas, you don't have to have the national or the international stage to support your life. All you need is certain locations in Houston, San Antonio, Dallas, and other markets, Austin, and other places in between. And you can get bread based on your own style, based on the fact that you are performing on stage, performing in front of an audience, performing in front of people that are paying tickets to see you. You don't even have to have an album out necessarily, or if you do have an album out, it will be supported based on your work ethic on the tour circuit. Man, okay, so Dubetsky is saying a lot. He says, and wrecked him, okay, as per usual. Oh yeah, Slim Shady misses nothing. He took your fit, Scott. And suicidal. Exactly. I remember that. Rick James is in the house. Salute to you, sir. He says, Duck Steady, let's see some dollar signs. Duck Steady, he's still waiting for me, to get to a point where he can my dollar is gonna be valid for him. I can respect that. That's what I do too. I have to see about a person. They have to, show themselves worthy of the dollars that I send them. And it said, Duck Steady says, "Sup, Rich?" Okay. No, but yeah, in certain markets, like not in New York, did I understand? No, they're too hateful. They're too vicious and envious and backstabbing and conniving. You can't be in New York City and just have, an album. You have to have 15 mixtapes, 6 albums, 3 EPs, and then maybe you can possibly kind of sort of get a gig at the Garden, at the Madison Square Garden, maybe. But you're gonna be playing smaller arenas. You're gonna be playing places in New Jersey. You're gonna be playing places all in upstate New York. You might be playing Woodstock, for God's sake, like it's the '60s. Philmo says, not gonna lie, white America's anticipating M's new album. Okay. I think anybody related to Eminem. I'm definitely was a supporter of Eminem, even though we're going off the topic a little bit. But I was a supporter of Eminem since '99 at least, maybe even earlier, '98, before he dropped his he had a solo album out in '97, but it didn't go anywhere really. It didn't hit anything. Just like Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar had Section 80. Nobody remembers Section 80, but Good Kid, Mad City. A lot of people think that was his first album. Actually, it was Section 80, but that's just something to think about. Can't trust them Jamaican ninjas. Here comes Geragos. I wish he got more challenges. I don't know what you mean. I wish he got more challengers. Okay, Eminem is Dookie. That's real. All right, but Sean Kingston. In Florida, I would imagine. Florida is a place you can go to. Tallahassee, Jacksonville, Miami. You can go to Orlando. There's all these different places that's the South. The South is like that. You can go to all these different places and play out all these arenas. You may not even sell them out, but you can sell a good crowd. You can make $200,000. You know, probably if you sold it out, it'd probably be like 1.2 million or something like that. But you can make like $200,000-$300,000 not selling out the whole crowd. And that's I think that's what he was doing, because I didn't hear anything else in the radar screen on the hip hop blogs and the hip hop zines online. I didn't see his name posted and him in the mix or anything like that. I didn't notice that at all. Going to Jack's next week. Okay, have a great time. Don't get robbed. Don't have any fraud cases against you. But yeah, Sean Kingston. Sean Kingston is he's trying. He's trying to fight for his freedom. He doesn't want to go to jail or prison, I would imagine. But this is what I always say. He'll probably go on a weight loss program. He'll be able to get a better diet plan. He'll have nutritionists that'll monitor his meals. I'm laughing, but it's serious. It's like, that's true. Like, you'll get a better chance if his teeth are messed up. He'll get a better dental plan. He'll be able to do yoga. He'll walk dogs and feed chickens and go to school. If he didn't finish high school, he can get his GED. If he finished high school, he can get a associate's or bachelor's degree. There's a lot of opportunities. Philmo says Kingston about to do one more run this summer. Gotta get this dough back right to the lawyers. Exactly. Facts on that. Big facts on that. Bingo. Yeah. Hot sell summer. Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be booked these days. He's gonna be booked 3 days a week for the cheap. You fat shaming the dude. No, I'm not fat shaming him. I'm giving him actual reality. I'm saying I'm fat. Look at my face. You can see. Look at that. I'm pretty fat myself. I used to be a skinny dude. I packed on the pounds. We'll be talking about that in the next half hour of the show. But no, it's a serious thing. I think he'll have a nutritionist. They'll say, look, while you're behind bars, you can improve yourself. You can lose weight. You can go to the gym, work out in the yard. Have that ready for you. Have all that lined up for you. You'll be fine. Geragos says he might be in danger of getting the cheeks busted. Well, this is what I always say. Like Mr. Terrain says, and like I said, with me being in the Marine Corps, I was like, if I go into war, if I go into combat, I go into combat. I'm gonna fight, all that I can, all that I was trained to do. If I don't make it back home, then I don't make it back home, and I make it back home in a box, and so be it. Or I make it back home all messed up physically or mentally. That's just the reality of it. And the same thing goes with prison. Anybody tries me, it's over for them. And I may lose, but I'm gonna fight my way to the death of it. I'm gonna do everything. I'm gonna bite the person's eyelids off, bite their nose off, bite their ears. I don't care. That's what you do when you're scared. You bite. Like the late Paul Mooney said, you bite. Oh my gosh, here we go. He might be okay. Oof. And soldier, okay. FOMO, it's true. A coworker of mine's husband just got locked up. He's not tripping. He literally said 3 meals, gonna finish some glasses up, get right with the Lord. Exactly. See, most people are mystified in prison. I don't know how many atheists there are in prison. There may not be many, or if they are atheists, they're probably, skinheads and don't believe in God because he if there was a God, he made black people or something like that. Whatever the case may be, or black people that are atheists, if there are any in prison, they're mainly about ideas that are related to different other philosophies. I'll just say that much. I'll just say other philosophies that are beyond what people are really in sync with. They're not really Muslims or anything like that. They're not really Jews. They're not Christians. They just don't have something to worship. There's people like that on the outside like that too. Gotta get your life sorted, yeah. Yeah, well, there is no Lord, there is no God. Let's just let's be clear on that. There is no God. But if people want to worship something, that's the beauty of even the prison system. You have the right. You have at least those rights. Those rights are granted to you. You have the right to worship whatever imaginary, fantastical being that there may be. You have that right. All he asked was his wife was just make his books comfortable. Sean is Jamaican. How do they worship? I think they do a lot of like that. It's not Santeria, is it? Is it Santeria? Is that Jamaican? That's not Jamaican. But they do certain things. They cut off the chicken's head and the blood and all that. I think that's what Jamaicans do. I'm not 100% sure. Now, I didn't do the research. Before you ask that question, but I think they do some sort of rituals like that. I think so. I think that's true. There is a God. He is Jehovah Jireh. Shame on your blasphemy. Geragos, I think you're trolling. I think you're an atheist as well. Because I always say, the same thing is saying there's a God is like saying there's a letter before A. When you present a letter before A, or a letter after Z, or any other alphabet, then you can say that there is a God. Like Alpha and Omega. What becomes before Alpha? What comes after Omega? In the Greek alphabet. And that's what's in the Bible. I am Alpha and Omega. The beginning and the end. See, some figures can be selfish. God can be selfish as hell. God can be all kinds of selfish. It's okay. Selfishness is all A-okay with God. It's Jesus. It's God. It's God. He can do what you want to do for as long as you want to. Have your way, Lord. Have your way. Have your way. Have your way. It's more than BK. Have your way. You rule. Oh, here we go with the hate. I love the hate capital. Go back to the military. Well, I'm still in the military, technically. I'm still in the system. I'm in the Veterans Affairs. I'm a veteran, but I'm still in the system. Oh, why were you? Oh, whoa. Why was your message retracted? What's going on there? What's going on there? Anyway, Geragos says, all we can do is lift you up in prayer, Brother Saunders. And then he has the brother in there. He makes that a point of saying Brother Saunders. I love that. God spoke and created the universe. Big Bang. Okay, and that's false. He gave his only son for your sins. He is not selfish. Well, that's pretty selfish on my part, because Jesus was selfish too. He was a definite narcissist. Nobody comes to the Father before me. Narcissism. I'm the way, the truth, and the life. Narcissism. Completely narcissistic. So that's the reality of that. So, and where do we get to this point? How do we get this far? Sean Kingston, out on bond. I was going to say bail and bond at the same time. Out on bond. And his mother has been out on bond a few days prior to now. Both six-figure, amounts. I think hers was like 160,000. His was like 100,000 or 180,000, something like that. But they're both out. I guess they're doing well. They're doing fine as much as they can. They're trying to live their lives. But I would say lock them up. Lock them up. Lock them up. If they're found guilty, if they're found guilty, lock them up. But they're innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. So, but it just doesn't look right. It's looking funny in the light. It's looking real funny in the. It's looking really, really funny in the light. Sean Kingston, it just, and he's not that, stature on his, level of fame and notoriety. He's not that big. He's not that. People are like, Sean Kingston. Then we had that song a few years, like almost 2 decades ago. Like, Sean Kingston. All right. Oh, Geragos, I know he was trolling. He says he stole my Honda. I speak in tongues so the Holy Spirit saves you. Thank you. I appreciate that, Geragos. Thank you for trolling in that mystical way. I wonder where Kingston went to eat when he got out. That's interesting. Probably somewhere, upscale. He's got money, obviously. If he can bond himself out. And I think his money, bonded his mother out too. I don't think it was her money. Looking like that Mayweather money. It's looking funny in the light. He kind of played. What do you mean he's kind of like whack? Or are you saying he's kind of playing, you mean? Popeyes. We're going to get to that in the second half of the show, by the way. We're going to talk about some chains, some special chains. We're going to talk about that. I just had, it just came into my mind. It came into my spirit. It came upon me. And it came upon me. I said, wait a minute. Ain't it time to talk about this now? Ain't it time to talk about Sean Kingston? And then on another part of the show, I'm going to talk about different food chains. And then I'm going to talk about different foods that you eat. And I'm going to talk about the things you do in the street. Every Popeyes has a man. Facts. Love that chicken from Popeye. Duck said, he says, preach. Yeah. It come upon you like the Holy Spirit. Don't deny his spirit. And then Geragos had to laugh. He had to laugh at him because he's being silly as hell. But you just wait. Just another 80, what am I talking about? Another 44 minutes. Now another 40 minutes. 40 seconds. I'm crazy. Another 40 seconds. Now it's about 30 seconds. We're going to talk all about it. But I just want to wrap up this Sean Kingston thing. Look, man. You run, honey. Run. Run. You better run, honey. It's too real for you. They'll eat you alive. They won't eat you. They'll work you like a piece of fried chicken on a Friday night. Run. Run, honey. Run, Sean Kingston. Run, girl. All right. So, we had that little bit of fun there. But now I want to talk about one of my favorite things in the world. 5 letters, starts with a P. Anybody know? And it's not what you think it is. It's pizza. What are your favorite pizza chains? Do you go to pizza chains? Do you like the national and international pizza chains? Do you like no chains? Do you like the round the way pizza? Do you love the corner pizza shop? And especially in New York, you get the paper plate and then the slice, and it's like greasy and it's going through the plate. The cheese is melting and the sauce is like going through it, and you just put some oregano and some garlic powder and some pepper on top. Today I got the idea because my dad brought home 2 boxes of Pizza Hut pizza, which I think is the best chain pizza. It knocks out Domino's, Little Caesars, Marco's, Chi-Chi's, all of that. I think they had the best dough. They had the best cheese. They had the best toppings. It's excellent. Best pizza chain is Cuban Link. Oh, man. Not that kind of chain. What is that? Penne? Pizza? Okay. No, it's not penne. I nailed it. Yup. Domino's is better than Pizza Hut. Okay, you're smoking the highest grade of that dank. Rick James is definitely on that water. He's on the water. He's on dust right now. He's definitely on dust. Domino's is trash. Last time I spoke, that may not be fair. They changed their recipe. I remember they used to say like our food. They even ranked them on themselves. They were like saying how well our crust is like cardboard and our sauce is like ketchup. Like they're saying that you're like and their what was their tagline? They're like, oh no, they didn't. Oh yes, we did, or something like that. Because people were like, it was a backlash against Domino's. They must have had a resurgence, and they're keeping up with pace, with the different other chains. So, but Pizza Hut, I mean, that's the go-to when I think about a chain. I mean, I know they're not your round the way, slice, official New York City, Brooklyn joint Sal's from Do the Right Thing. But it's funny because it's like people are somehow no, I'll never eat that kind of pizza. I have it frozen and flew in rather than going to and getting it fresh. Like that, some people are like that. Some people are very particular about their pizza. Rick James says I stopped supporting Papa John. That's another one. Good job. Thank you for reminding me. Papa John's asterisk came out. John Papa is a Trumpy bear. Domino's eat fresh. Shaq owns Papa John's now, right? I don't think he owns it outright. I think he has a stake in it though. Like in the 57 other companies that he shills products for, or just a spokesman. He's just a spokesman as much as I know. I love Pizza Hut. Yeah, I love it too. Best pizza is DiGiorno pizza. You know what? We gotta talk about that too. We gotta talk about frozen pizzas, and we gotta talk about different other chains like New York, California Pizza Kitchen. Their pizza is good. I like their pizza. They have good pizza. And Papa John's was we used to get Papa John's all the time when I was a little kid. When I was like 10, 12 years old, my dad used to get that on Friday nights. And it was awesome because they always had, the big pizza, and then you had, the garlic, butter. You can just dip your crust in. I don't know how, hygienic that exactly was, but we didn't really mind it at the time. But yeah, that garlic sauce is something different. It hits different. That's what Rawls is saying. It does hit different. DiGiorno cheese and crust. I don't know what you mean, Duck Seti. But thanks for the emoji. You love that emoji. That I guess is a duck or something like that. But let me see. The least thing about Papa John's was the banana pepper that came with the least thing. That was. Are you saying? Oh, I thought you said the least. The best thing. That's what I was trying to remember. I remember the garlic butter, but they also had the I don't remember what kind of pepper they are, but they were green kind of peppers. They were kind of semi spicy. They were kind of made you go a little bit, you know. They're kind of spicy, but that was always awesome. I thought that was such a great packaging deal, you know. Even though package deals aren't good, but in philosophy, but in services, that's it's always good, to have a package that's full of things. Banana pepper. What are they? Banana pepper? I'm not too sure on that. I'm still waiting on the. You have to be careful. I don't know. You didn't even spell banana. Did you spell banana right? No, you did not spell banana right. So I can't take you on your word right now, Rick James. But yes, there we go. Yeah, pepperoncinis. Pepperoncinis. That's exactly what they were. Pepperoncinis. And what they are, really. But what I would always have, we used to have like a tradition of Papa John's. And it's weird in our cities, and where I am in Newark, we cannot order across state lines. I don't know what goofball said that was a good idea, but we can't order. We have to physically go to Pizza Hut. It used to be that the fact that you could pick up. Are you getting out of here, Duck Steady? Is that you? Is that the peace sign? You're getting out of here? Salute to you if you are getting out of here. I salute you for coming in. Thank you for being a view. Appreciate that. But yeah. So we can order Papa John's. And last time I had Papa John, I think I had one of their new I guess it was like a steak and cheese thing. It was almost like a cheese steak. It was good. But it wasn't like, oh, this is spectacular. This is awesome. It was good, though. It passed the muster. It was good. But that's just one of the chains I like. And you have places like Sbarro, especially in the malls. And, there's one on military bases. And I think on, certain other platforms. Okay, Robert Nacer is stepping in. He says, spoiler alert, Pizza Hut is only okay. Sorry, I'm from Motown, okay? And frozen pizza is what it is. It's fine, but it's not real pizza. Can't be the Detroit deep dish pizza. That's the stuff. And that's what I was also going to talk about. What is the name? Uno's Pizza. Now that is some seriously good pizza. Uno's deep dish Chicago style pizza. It's just like what you were saying, Robert Nacer. Man, Robert, man, that Uno's Pizza, I mean, they have to be pretty close. Michigan and Illinois are close. So, I mean, they have to have that similarity, baked in. Did you see what I did there? But no, Uno's Pizza, so good. Deep dish, Chicago style, Uno's Pizza, excellent. Great. You're going to love that kind of pizza. And then you have your other people that are staunch supporters of New York style pizza. Now, I love New York style pizza. I've actually had pizza from New York, and it is excellent. I've actually had pizza from New York, and it is excellent. Like, you think, oh, they're just talking stuff, it's that very slim, very slivered slice. Usually just pepperoni and cheese or just cheese, and you don't think the sauce is gonna be good. Not depending on where you go, I guess. I don't know. But when I was in Brooklyn, New York, in 2016, I got pizza, and it was great. Okay. Rick James says Sbarro has the New York pizza. Has the best New York pizza. Yes, as a chain, I would say that's correct. Sbarro. I think they stick close to the recipe that was originated in 1956, and they've achieved that, and kept on with that same style. Best Chicago pizza is Jets Pizza. Never had Jets Pizza. Best New York pizza is the $1 slices in the outskirts of Manhattan. Hey, the one in Brooklyn that I had was magnifique. It was excellent. It was excellent. It was great. So I definitely would vouch for that. Definitely would push for that. Um, but yeah. So that's what you know. Then you have the different beefs. No pun intended. But the different disagreements among the different cities. You have what's better, New York or Chicago style pizza? Of course, New York. Chicago's better. You know, and like what Robert's saying, he's saying nobody beats Detroit deep dish pizza. That's the stuff. So I have to acknowledge what he's saying. May not agree with him. May not agree, but I do acknowledge what he's saying. But yeah, so the best pizza to eat, I think, is I do and this is what Robert was saying too about frozen pizza. Frozen pizza, it depends. If you know how to cook your pizza right, then you can make it just good. You can make it. You can put the spices, you can put the seasoning on it, and you can make it your own. I mean, you can do that with any pizza. You can do that with delivery, but I mean, especially when you make it from the frozen pizza. I remember there was a episode on Billions. Like the main character, I can't remember his name now, but Damian Lewis's character, he had a pizza joint that he went to all the time in New York, and they were getting ready to do a pizza that goes for frozen pizza, and he was just like, you know what, I think he invested in it or something like that. He put some money into it or something, and he was just like supporting of it, and I would support frozen pizza because it's very convenient. It's very it's completely easy to use. I think an 8-year-old can function an oven, depending on how mature that 8-year-old is. Chicago is the man's pizza. Robert Nasser says, truth. Rick James, for a pizza chain, Jets is as good as it gets. Okay. I see. That's why I love this show. I don't love this show just because I get paid, which I do from time to time. But I get to learn. I never heard of Jets Pizza before. This is all news to me, and I'm very appreciative of that fact because I was ignorant of that. Now I know. Now I have to search out what Jets Pizza is like. So I want to see what that's going to be like. So if you ever have the chance, go to Brooklyn or Manhattan and get pizza. Get a slice. Get a slice. That's how you get a slice of pizza from New York. And of course, I never experienced it, but abroad, of course. I mean, I wonder what pizza's like in Pisa. Pizza in Pisa. In Italy. Or you go to Naples. You go to Napolitan pizza. See what that's like. See how that tastes. That's gonna be something special. That's something. And then you have just restaurants. There's a place called Elizabeth's in Wilmington, Delaware. Oh my God, such a great pizza. And you build your own pizza. You build in your base, your dough, whatever dough you want. You build in the crust, the dough that makes the crust, and then you put in your sauce, then you put in your cheese, then you put in your toppings, and you just have your whole thing. You can make it all by yourself. And they have a brick oven, and they prepare it right there. And it comes out, and it's just great. It's just excellent. We went there for my dad's birthday. It was wonderful. What is that? Naples pizza is overrated. I've had frozen pizza taste better. Wow. Okay. Hey, I would love to know about that. I would love to test that. I would love to see that. I have a negative review already, and I want to see if the negative review can hold up, or if I can challenge it and make it different, make it positive. Because I would love to, go to it. Excuse me. I've never been outside the United States. I would love to go to Italy, the actual place where pizza was. I don't know about originated, because they always have that. Well, the originated really in China, but it was brought by Marco Polo to Italy or something. I don't even know if that story is correct, but where it was, I'll say it was perfected in Italy. Pizza. Do a taste test the way I did. I was blindfolded, taste test. One frozen, one Naples. You're spelling Naples wrong, by the way, sir. And you're not capitalizing. What's going on? You still on the water, sir? You on the water? Oh my God. So I just came to my mind, just this idea of, I just had pizza today. It was good. What I had was the veggie lovers, olives, green peppers, red peppers, cheese, crust, sauce, onions, all that put together. Then I had the buffalo chicken, buffalo sauce, cheese, chicken bits. They're huge, big, chunky chicken bits. So that's always good. I always appreciate that. So I definitely am in favor of just good food, just good living. That's what you're supposed to do. We have one life. We have one chance at this. You shouldn't spend it in drudgery, or it's a veil of tears, or oh, I can't believe all these people that were in my life are not in my life because they died or anything like that. It's no, live your life with the people that are here now, and that may be to come. You may have children that will rise up in your life, or kids that and adults that will come into your life, and you'll be able to renew your sense of your worth, and that comes with trying different foods, trying different pizzas, trying to expand your horizon. I didn't expand my horizons today. I know what Pizza Hut's is like. It's expected. It's just good chain pizza. It's really great chain pizza. I mean, there's all kinds of different pizzas. There's, like I said, there's deep dish. There's the New York style. There's the Chicago deep dish. The New York one slice style. Just so many different ways you can do it. And this is like the issue that people take up with hot dogs. Should you put ketchup on a hot dog? If you put ketchup on a hot dog in certain places, they'll be ready to fight you. I'm serious. They'll be ready to throw down whatever is in their hands and put up their dukes and fight you over whatever you put on your hot dog. So it's the same thing with pizza. It's like, there's so many ways. There's another thing. I don't know if you're familiar with the chain Wegmans. Wegmans has an excellent pizza called mushrooms and truffle. Truffle and mushroom pizza. $4 a slice, so it's kind of steep, but it's worth it. It's definitely worth it. Excellent, earthy, ground-like taste. The mushrooms, combined with the cheese and the sauce and the different spices and seasonings. It's just an excellent pizza. It's excellent. I highly recommend. I don't know if there's Wegmans across the nation. I think there may be in the East Coast, Atlantic states. But if you ever get a chance, look up Wegmans and see if they do a frozen pizza, and it should come out all right. If you put it in the oven at the right temperature for the right time, I think you'll be all right. Costco pizza hits good. Okay, I never had Costco pizza. Best Sam's Club pizza is fire. Well, I have to see about that. I have to see about Sam's Club, and I definitely can do Costco. I don't know if there's a Sam's Club as close to here, but I can try Costco. Can't try BJ's anymore. If you're familiar with Berkeley and Jensen or BJ's, they shut down their food department. They used to have a little like a eating area where you could get a slice of pizza or a hot dog and soda or popcorn or something like that. It was like a concession stand basically, but That is no more. But like I said, this Wegmans pizza, oh my God, it's awesome. It is awesome. My dad and I get it. We shared it with a cousin of ours the other Friday. It's just an excellent pizza. Great stuff. Highly recommended. I'm not getting paid by any of these corporations, by the way. That's a disclaimer. The views expressed by Scholar Sonnen do not reflect any of the affiliates of Pizza Hut, Chi-Chi's, Sbarro, Papa John's, Wegmans, Costco. Uh, what is the one he said? Jets, Uno, and so many others. I don't vouch for them. They're not paying me, so I'm just giving my humble review, my modest and humble review. I kid. I'm not modest or humble. But yeah. So if you go to a pizzeria, gotta have the right. Can't say pizzeria. You gotta say pizzeria. If you go to one of those, just make sure you have the best experience possible. Have something depending on where you go, like sit down restaurants. Like I said with Elizabeth, you can have a glass of wine. I don't drink wine, but it's possible to have a glass of wine with your meal, with your pizza. I'm sure that is probably awesome. You drink wine and eat pizza at the same time. I think that's probably a great combination. I love beer and pizza. I have non-alcoholic beer, and it is awesome. It is great, and it tastes great with the beer. It pairs well. It is absolutely delicious. So I definitely, definitely look forward to having that. I get a chance to have that every so often. I make it special. You gotta have to make things special. You gotta make things, kind of like a treat. That's the best way of experiencing things. That's the whole point of this little, goofy thing I'm talking about pizzas and stuff like that, because that's what it's about. Pizza is life. That's my little spiel. Pizza is life. Pizza is, usually reserved for, parties. That's why you had the term. I don't know if it originated in America or not, but I think it did. Pizza party or a pizza social or something like that. It's a good thing. It's like a happy thing. You get together, you have a slice. It's mobile. You can get a slice and walk around with the slice on a piece of paper, a paper plate or something like that. You can have some soda. You can have, that's the beauty of it. To enjoy things. That's what pizza reminds me of. The enjoyment of life, to suck out all the marrow of life, to enjoy it, to make it the best thing possible. That's my whole point about talking about pizza. He just talking about pizza. He ain't nothing to worry about. And that could be fun. That could be you. But that's the reason that came to my mind. Beer and pizza on a rainy day. Hallelujah. Bacon and eggs on pizza. I agree. I like bacon and eggs on pizza. I think I've had bacon and eggs on pizza. I think I had shrimp on pizza. I think I've had lobster pizza. Just irregular kinds of pizza. Not, but my favorite. I have to say this. It's almost in closing. My favorite pizza is what people really hate to admit they like, or just hate that it exists. Pineapple and bacon and ham. I love pineapple, bacon, and ham. People say pineapple doesn't belong on pizza. Bacon doesn't belong on pizza. Well, some people say bacon does, but pineapple definitely not. Ham, maybe, but pineapple, that's like those fighting words. You talking about putting pineapples on my pizza. Robert says, truth. Life is an end in itself and requires no further justification. Pizza is an end in itself and requires no further justification. Pizza is life. Thank you, Robert. He's an objectivist. Not a lot of objectivists are in this room or coming to this room, but I have to agree with him again and he's agreeing with me. I'm saying pizza is life. That's my whole point. That's the whole reason why I'm doing this whole show about chains and frozen pizza and the actual origination of pizza. I didn't do a deep dive. I didn't go into the history of pizza or anything like that. But we just discussed, our favorite kinds of pizza, but that's no. When I was in boot camp in Marine Corps in South Carolina on Paradise Island, aka Paris Island, the only thing I dreamed of in my mind when I was 19 years old, well, yeah, I was 19 years old. I still couldn't drink, so the thing in my mind was I wanted a Hawaiian pizza, usually pineapple, ham, and bacon pizza, and a root beer float. That was like what got me through the entire, agony and anguish and wonder and triumph of boot camp. That's what it was. That's what sustained me. That's what kept me going. That's what put a battery in my back and said, you know what, you got to get this pizza and this root beer float. And right after that, I got home, got the pizza, got the float, and it was just beautiful. It was wonderful. And I lost like what, God, man, maybe 6 or 7 to 10 pounds, something like that. I was already skinny. I'm not like I am now. I'm a fat guy now. But I was like at 170. I'm not kidding you. I'm at like 201 right now. But I was at like 170 back in the day. Back in the old days, when I was in boot camp, you kids are still in boot camp, aren't you? But seriously, no. Pizza is life, and it's just a microcosm. It's just a specific example of how you enjoy your life, how you are supposed to make the best out of life. That's why there's so many different chains and different companies and different restaurants that provide you with this kind of pizza, because it gives you provision of life. It's a provision of living. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. It's not just, oh well, I'm just eating this pizza, whatever. No, you want to enjoy it. You want to have a good time eating. You want to have a good time with your friends, with your family. You want to raise a glass. You want to say, I mean, there was a great point in the comedian Kevin Hart. His comedy special was, I think it was called Bop. I think that's the song. It was either called Bop or something like that. But he would say Bop, 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 Bop. And what did that mean? That meant brick oven pizza. He had purchased a brick oven pizza maker. He had the brick oven, installed on his property, and he just created all kinds of different pizza concoctions. So I thought that was kind of cool. I thought that was interesting. And this was during the pandemic. So he had to screen everybody. Everybody had to wear a mask. And then they had their pizza, and it was just an awesome time. That's what I'm talking about. He had that sense of life about him to enjoy his own pizza, his own creations. That is wonderful. That is extremely important and very very vital to being a human being and enjoying things, because there's so many different ugly things happening in the world. There's wars, there's famine, there's disgusting things. People are being murdered, people being chopped up, and people being sexually assaulted, and liars and thieves and all that. All of that, and we're still able to get a pepperoni and sausage pizza. You gotta love that. All right, let me get my my ads in. All right, if Rick James is still around, he's probably gonna, say, special words. But I gotta say, my main man Peng has sea moss. It's on lifestrongapparel.com. LIFESTRONGAPPAREL. And this is all about sea moss and fitness gear. And he has this fruit infused sea moss that he touts. And it is excellent. I had the blueberry kind. It is great. You should try it out. Go to his site. Tell him that the goofy guy, Skylar Saunders, sent you. Also, go to BEEJACKSON 5478 B Jackson on YouTube. He has great commentary. He has talk about near beer. I would love to have a conversation about him with the Heineken near beer, which is excellent. I've had near beer and it tasted watery. It wasn't that good. I'm looking at you, O'Douls. But yeah. So he has the chicken. He's got the sardines on the grill. He already knows. I told you, Rick James is quick on this. And he also has a great commentary. He has a great sense of humor, and he definitely sustained this channel when I was down for a few weeks or a few days. So I appreciate him. Go to his channel, bjacksonyoutube.com. Tell him Skylar Saunders, the Goofy Guy, sent you. Also, go to .focus, DOTFOCUS _ that's on twitch.tv. He's a first-person shooter. He shoots down the bad guys on a video game. And also, I must say, Spirit Smooth Tunes, SPIRITSMOOTHTUNES, Spirit Smooth Tunes on YouTube. If you like Najee, Sade, Zap, Rolls Royce, Peebo Bryson, and so many other voices and bands, you will love this channel. He has a catalog of all these different sounds and different ways of displaying music. So go to Spirit Smooth Tunes on YouTube. Tell them the Goofy Guy Skylar Saunders sent you. All right, that is the show. I'd like to thank everybody that came through. I can't name everybody, but I appreciate you all for coming through. Yeah, that is true. It slipped my mind. That's not my. That's charge it to my mind, not my mind. Rick James. I knew there was somebody else, but I couldn't think of it. So it came in my mind when I was doing .focus. I usually do Spirit Smooth Tunes before .focus. Because I go in the order of YouTube and then I go out to Twitch and something like that. But I wanted to get them all in at least. At least I got them all in. Geragos says Spirit Smooth, but well, slow down, sir. Slow down. Let's not go there. He's a paying advertiser. He's a paying sponsor. So we're not gonna go there. We're not gonna go there. That's where I draw the line. But I like to say thank you. Thank you for tuning in for the Sean Kingston story. Thank you for tuning in for talking about pizza. And I hope you all have enjoyed the rest of your night or your day, depending on where you are in this earth. And I appreciate you and thank you and take care.